Welcome back to Instables, everyone. So I'm going to go with you guys in the S&P 500. Again, this is the SPY. As you guys can see, we have been pulling back, and now we are testing the lower end of our channel once again. So our question from here will be, what exactly will it take for us to have that momentum to the upside? How exactly do we know that we are on a bottoming process? Again, we've had a lot of sell-off this year. Are we on a bottoming process, or are we going to continue on down from here? I'm going to go over all this with you guys. And if you guys are day traders, or you guys are looking for intraday perspective breakouts throughout the day, go to instables.com in the description below, and only for $15 a month, you guys will never miss a breakout alert today again. So let's jump into this one. So jumping into the daily chart with you guys here on the S&P 500, as you guys can see, we did get a follow-up on this pullback today as we are leading into tomorrow's third Fed rate hike. Again, our second 50-point base rate hike that is expected. However, we did get an increase in CPI at 8.6 on the year. So a lot of analysis have been pricing in that we may have a possible 75-point base rate hike since we did get that increase in CPI. And as you guys can see, we have been tracking the upper end and the lower end of our channel here. We did get a decrease in volume compared to the day before as we are still testing the lower end of our channel. And as you guys can see on our price action, we do have lower lows from last week. And as you guys can see on our RSI, we are getting oversold from our previous low that we did have higher than our recent low. And as you guys can see, we are getting higher lows on the RSI, showing us those possible bullish divergence that we're looking for. Again, to get that confirmation on bullish divergence, we do want to see if we can jump out of oversold and then get that confirmation breaking up back into play here. So we're going to be watching for that possible confirmation. Now, the reason why we may be on a bottoming out process, and this does not mean that we're going to continue on higher for the next 2-3 years, but it does mean that we could be on a bottoming process to have a better 2022 end of the year. As you guys can see, we do have bearish divergence forming out here as we do have higher highs here, and then we do have possible oversold bearish divergence coming out here on the RSI. As you guys can see, if we do get lower highs here on our RSI, and then we do have a rejection to the upside, and then we do continue on out of overbought, then we would be confirming that we are shifting momentum. Again, the dollar moves against the market, and the market has been continuing on lower as the dollar has been rising. So we would be looking for confirmation on the dollar to confirm bearish divergence here to suggest that we would have that reversal in the market. And again, jumping back to March and how exactly we knew that we were going to continue on with this rally here and what gave us this strength. Again, very similar here. We got bullish divergence. We had lower lows here on our price action as we are looking for here, as we were oversold, and then got higher lows here and then pointed up and then confirmed by jumping out of oversold and giving us that nice move to the upside. Again, a very volatile spike here as we did have that spike straight down and straight out of oversold, giving us that strong move to the upside here on the RSI. And as you guys can see, we did continue on higher because of it. So that is why we're looking for that possible shift in momentum here as we are oversold once again here on the S&P 500 to get a possible move to the upside. Now, again, with that said, again, we do have our increase in CPI that we got on Friday, and then we do have a possible speculated 75-point base rate hike that could be announced tomorrow because we got that increase in CPI. However, our expectation going into tomorrow is still at a 50-point base rate hike until we hear otherwise. And again, Jerome Powell will be speaking tomorrow, so we'll see exactly what he has to say, if he mentions anything about possible increases in the balance sheet runoffs, if he mentions anything on possible increases in rates that, again, a lot of people are suggesting very much could happen because, again, we did get that increase in CPI. So we'll see exactly what happens. And then on Friday, we have triple witching, again, trillions of dollars in repositioning and options. And in my opinion, if they are looking at oversold here and they are looking for those possible bullish divergence to get that shift in momentum into the second half of the year for a possible rally here, I would not be surprised, and we could get that bounce here and get that possible bottoming out process coming in. But again, we do want to make sure we do confirm that, and one way of confirming that would be our EMA lines crossing back up here. As you guys can see, we did cross down. We got that increase in sell pressure. We did mention last week that we had our white shaded line showing us that shift of momentum to the downside, and sure enough, getting that rejection on that flag as we did have that decrease in buy pressure and continued on with that sell pressure. However, did not get an increase in sell pressure compared to our prior sell pressure points here. So that could be suggesting that we don't have as much pressure to the downside and that we could have that possible shift in momentum. Again, triple winching is trillions of dollars in repositioning and options, a large expiration date, and we could have a possible major move, possibly to the upside or the downside leading into the second half of the year. So again, still testing the lower end of our channel, looking for that possible move. We'll see what Powell has to say tomorrow and what exactly the Feds have in store for us for Fed rate hikes. But again, just staying focused on our indicators and letting the play come to us. A bottoming out process, in my opinion, is in the making. But again, we want to make sure that does confirm, and we're going to continue to watch our indicators to make sure we do get that confirmation. Now, again, with that said, if you are a day trader or you are looking for intraday perspective breakouts, go to instables.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout like today again. And all of you instables, you guys know I got a ton of love for you. We're going to continue to go at it, stay patient, take what the market gives us. We'll see exactly what Powell has to say tomorrow and on Friday. And again, if you guys do like this video, it does help the channel grow, and I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in pre-market.